A look there inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 39 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 11-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson. Off he goes. And he's in! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Ravens. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Makes the score, Ravens 7, Lions 0.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
14 yards.
A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here we go. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Detroit.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone, where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Laporta in motion. On second down, it's Gibbs. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Khalil Mack, multiple time All-Pro there on the tackle.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Ravens out front. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Jahmyr Gibbs. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 5-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. It's a toss play left to Gibbs. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off.
It's a game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Flowers now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end, Mark Andrews, that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
They do a really nice job defensively in there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
So these screen plays, they always seem so commonplace. They seem a little bit routine, right, Mike? But really, for them to work, there's a huge, significant timing element to it where the offensive line, the back, you can't be downfield too early, but you can't go too late. There's so many reps and reps that allow certain teams to be really good at the screen game and allow certain teams to just never really get their screen game off the ground.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains, and there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down, and 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
The Lions offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass.
The ball comes out. And the Ravens have come. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. The RPO is caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
On 1st and 10, Burrows. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
2nd and 10. Laporta in motion. Burrow here on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Burrow. That one out wide to Gibbs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow now. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very stoutly. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Burrow. Right side is Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow. That's hauled in on the left by McCool. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 27-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Burrow to throw. On target to Laporta. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. The clock will stop for 26 seconds until the break.
5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. Now, Burrow. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Feels like they needed that sack. This entire drive, it feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Bates' kick is good. The Lions get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Ravens 7.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here's Williams on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They go play action for Burrow. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Yeah. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of
17 yards. The gain there. Good for a Lions first down.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs.
Junior Gibbs, the ball carrier. Xavier McKinney on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 9. Laporta in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. Pass midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down. 16 yards. Pick up on that one. First down, Detroit.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Right side, complete to Nakua. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 30.
It is a big play there for the Lions. And even 30 yards.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
He takes off, showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They hand it to Gibbs, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Lions. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, let the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. That'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 32 yards.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not. And be taken down there.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his tight end, that's Andrews. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he won't get away. Good offensive tackle there to get him down behind the line. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it at the 7. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
Jackson now. He bought all the time he could. He's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now a toss, running left, it's Henry. And he will score! Game on! Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
14.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. On the return, it's Williams. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's Lucet Downs. He picked up the first down.
A 7-yard gain.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but He was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's to the running back, David Montgomery. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
That's another.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First and 10 at the
A lot could go
47-yard
wrong
line.
anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything. Because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good coverage there by a good corner, Derek Stingley.
And
we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. The catch made by McCool. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's a give to Gibbs on the zone read. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one. But they're going to need to convert on third down.
A gain of 10.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
This one has plenty of legs. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now it's Lamar Jackson and the Ravens down 20-14. A minute 50 to play. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for first down. Now it's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
It is 2nd and a yard. Throwing Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. Quarterback delivered a good ball.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Again, it's Jackson. That's downfield. He's got Andrews, his tight end. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Jackson up top again. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit. just about set for football here at Ford Field in Detroit. Tonight, a good battle in the black and blue NFC North. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that
35-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Jackson. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone,
The kicker on.
he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Bates, good with the extra points. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They had that pick on the opening drive that led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the
These wide
42-yard
outside
line.
the number throws. This is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A first catch there for Chase. And he's got a first down to go with it.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
That's another
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Back to throw, Jackson. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Now Jackson. He'll step and he'll take this one in.
Touchdown,
Lamar
Minnesota.
Jackson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense about ready to get going on their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. The motion man is Nacua. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
The tackle by Andrew Van Ginkel. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Run up to the middle, it's Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Burrow. This one's complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds. It's just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
First down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the...
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter from the 41. Here's 2nd and 5 as we are ready to get back underway. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
The tackle by Christian Gonzalez. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jesse Bates, the veteran safety, able to come flying in, and he records the sack.
Some of the best safeties that we have seen in the last couple generations, Mike, Troy Polamalu, Earl Thomas, they kind of reestablished that rover safety mentality where you can't really predict where they're going to be pre or post snap, but they've earned that trust. The coaches understand they might give up a play or two here or there, but overall, they're going to make a lot of game-changing plays like we just saw there.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
22-yard line.
Well, you can kind of sense this defense smells blood in the water. They're able to get to the quarterback on the previous down and thinking, heck, let's do it again. Great timing on this screenplay by the play caller. Use the aggressiveness of the defense against them, time up the screen to the back, and pick up a first down.
Number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 7. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets them another first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Throwing is Burrow. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. A second effort, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14, Vikings 7.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. First down throw for Jackson. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Here comes 2nd and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's Jefferson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 11.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
2nd and 10. Jackson looking to throw. A short run taken by Hockenson. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
That'll be swung out wide to Jones. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 9-yard line.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They bring Chase in motion. Second down, Jackson. That's a right side, and Chase has it. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's Burrow. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Lions first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Give credit to the protection for handling that blitz, because that's what gave him the time he needed to make the play and keep this drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. Laporta in motion. Now Gibbs. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Buda Baker active and making the tackle there.
44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down. After a gain of 7.
8. That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Up from a safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Burrow is caught left side by St. Brown. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Laporta in motion. Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Gibbs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
17 more
They hit
yards.
another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd
Tackle
down.
made at the 12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A run here with Gibbs. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up
At the
3rd down.
11-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Burrow to throw. That is caught. And they continue to turn out 1st down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And the Lions
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Now it is 1st and goal. They go play action for Burrow. To the goal line and in. Right. Touchdown, Lions. Bates good with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Jordan Mason on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back to work.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and
what an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On the give, it's Jones. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
The ball carrier. The stop made by Myles Garrett. A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 10 yards and back-to-back first downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing Jackson. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The big veteran Cameron Hayward in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Remember what this defense told us in our meetings this week, Mike. They don't think that they're necessarily going to be able to just stifle this offense play after play. They might have to give a little bit of bend, but they can't break. That said, that is the defense not breaking. Down near your own goal line, come away with a big play and see if they can keep points off the board.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
And despite things looking pretty bleak at the moment, I think you got to respect the fact they're out there swinging. They're trying to pull off a double-digit comeback here in the fourth quarter.
It is brought in the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Riker is good with the extra point. And the Vikings draw closer here. It's 21-14. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But one first down will essentially end the game. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. The motion man is Nacua. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He's taking a throwaway, and he's taken down.
An 8-yard loss.
Sometimes it just comes down, Mike, to just letting it loose and go make a play. And I think anytime you want to bring a defensive back from the secondary into your blitz, there's a little bit of a reckless standpoint there. Could you give up a big play downfield? Sure. But when well-timed with the right personnel, it is hard for an offense to pick those blitzes up, and in this case, it catches them off guard and results in a sack.
Laporta in motion. Play action now. It's Burrow. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
And now you really have to get into your full-speed 2-minute mode, Mike. After that conversion brings up a fresh set of downs, you've got to go, and you've got to go fast.
And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To the air one more time with Jackson. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Yeah, so it seemed the second they broke the huddle, Mike, that there was some confusion. I'm not sure everybody got on the same page before that ball was snapped.
The sound deafening in the dome. It's 3rd down. Again, it's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Lions. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and are going to send their fans home quite happy. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Starting from the 5. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So that brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Now this opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10. To the air on 3rd and long. He finds Brown right side. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And an Eagles first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go play fake with Jackson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson, quick pass wide. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Has a lane inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they could take it to the house.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes the defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver left. Burrow to the air now. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
3 yards.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
They've got first down here from the 36. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Throwing the out route complete. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Burrow from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
his
Justin
first target
Jefferson.
doesn't lead to his first catch. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Burrow out of the shotgun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Eagles' 11-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. To throw again, it's Burrow. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Jefferson. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returning it from the 4. This makes it up to the 25.
The Eagles take over first and
Now for the
10.
second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
On first down, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. This gets forward to around the 29. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Dump off caught by his back. And this one only manages the yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves. And you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Burrow on the play action. Has the connection to right. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
And I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week. They're in practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Burrow setting up the play action. Nakua here. He's got it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On 1st down, here's Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. That throw finds Jamar Chase.
Jackson's
And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
at the 50-yard
Typically, when you throw that comeback, you're looking for a little bit more yardage. But if you've heard me say it once, Kate, you'll hear me say it 100 times. Never, ever turn down a completion.
Lamar now from the gun. Right back to Chase. He's taken down after gaining a couple. That's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Chase. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Braden Mann will kick it away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it at the 30. He will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow to the air now. Has it down close. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get some late points and the lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That quarterback knew he was going to wear one to get that throw away, and he'll be happy to make that trade-off every single time when it leads to a touchdown.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And he dodged the tackle. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles taking over now late in the first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Lamar back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 41-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stops on his own side at the 49.
That's good.
The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Jackson to throw it. Throw left side, caught by Brown. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Escapes out to the left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Lamar off the play fake. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Eagles 1st down.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the 2nd half. And they really leaned on that passing game in the 1st half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the 3rd. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Gibbs. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Xavier McKinney.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Air it out on 3rd. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
A gain of 7.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. He's back to throw. Got a man, that's Nacua. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A gain of 9 yards.
Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4th.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice, once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Burrow out of the shotgun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. That one's caught by Jefferson. He pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a
15
first.
yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Running it with David Montgomery. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
14 more
Kate,
yards.
if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. Calling around 3 on the play. They're set up with 2nd and goal from the 5.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Gibbs again. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
On 3rd and goal, here's Burrow. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
First down, here's Lamar. That's his back, here's Barkley. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way. And multiple times he's delivered.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. First down from the 42. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down now, they need 7. They go play fake with Jackson. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Demario Davis. And the Lions will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Burrow on the play action. Sends this to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
On 2nd and 10 now, it's Burrow. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
Sam Laporta. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Running for the marker. It's Gibbs. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They get 23 on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Runs like that one, baby, that's where you could really see how locked in and in sync this offense is. The choreography up front to get all the blocking in place. The back's ability to see those holes as they open up. And the coach is finding the right call, Kate, for the right moment. It's beautiful to watch when a plan comes together.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 5. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Lions 28, Eagles 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Smith on the return. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to work after throwing the pick. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's another Eagles 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
Jackson's going to throw again. Short pass brought in. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Complete to number 88, Dallas Goedert. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Lions' 40-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Jackson yet again. Steps up and he's running with it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
First down, Philadelphia.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. In the red zone on first. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Throwing again here on 2nd and 10. Jackson finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Lamar now from the gun. He's going to run for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout.
That's good.
And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Even with that kick, there wasn't much chance of pulling off the comeback. And now that they've failed to recover, partner, I'd say this one officially over and done with.
They went out taking every chance they could, right? Swinging as much as possible, but you just can't have this big a deficit this late in the game. Pete Carroll likes to say, can you win a game in the 1st quarter, the 2nd quarter, 3rd quarter? Nope. You win it when it matters in this league, and that's finishing in the 4th.
So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. Well, we know they had high hopes when they entered the stadium earlier today, Brock. We saw it, but it can be so tough to win on the road. And there's some dejected faces now as they leave this football field.
Oh, and that flight home, oh, it's going to be a long one, a silent one, as they ruminate on the outcome of this game. You never like taking one on the chin, even on the road. And heading home just gives them all extra time to think about what went wrong, but more importantly, how to fix it.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.